Okay, let's have a little test. Hello, Shirley. Hello, Karina. Yeah, we're just having a test to see how that sounds. Probably getting a little bit of feedback. There we go. So I'm just testing our setup for tomorrow's Fitness Pilates Reformer course. And I thought, oh, you might want to pop on and have a little look. And I can show you around what we're doing tomorrow for the Fitness Pilates Reformer Teacher Training, which we are so excited. So let me pop this here. If you give me a little thumbs up, let me know how everything sounds. Check it out. And if you've been thinking about doing Reformer, hey Jane, how are you getting on? How are you doing? Hey Carrie, how are you? So, first things first is, hello, give me a thumbs up, let me know how it sounds. Hey boss. Hey Jane, it's been a while. What have you been doing today, Jane? What kind of rehab have you been doing? Sounds good, actually. Living my best life. I'm impressed. I hope so. Let's put that in. Check out Reformer. And then, so you guys can give me some feedback on viewing angles. Hello, how are you? Okay, let's put that in over there. Check it out, Reformers. So, getting ready for Fitness Pilates Reformer. Okie dokie. You can give me a little thumbs up. So, let me pop that there. All sorts: spinal surgery, Achilles tendinopathy, sciatica, and holy shoulders. Sounds good. What reformer have you got, Jane? What do you use? A balanced body? I'm sure you told me that before. Okay. So tomorrow we kick off the Fitness Pilates Reformer. So this is our setup. So obviously I'll move the step ladders so you don't have to see them. Music, we are going to use music for our session tomorrow. Kelly and I will be here together, team teaching, which is, I'm excited about that, so excited. This is the Align Pilates. This is the R8, this one. This is the jump board. I'll pop that over here. You've got your long box, which you can have on the top. You can turn that into a short box. And then we have our straps, ropes. These have got a smaller strap here for your hands, and then they've got a bigger one for your feet. So that's all set up ready for me tomorrow. Just slightly vary it for Kelly, because Kelly's just a slightly different size to me. This is your foot bar. This is the foot bar, and these are the springs which you can change, all different tensions. Some reformers have 5 springs. This one has 4 springs, but there is one that you can attach if you do want 5. So there's all the springs. This is the carriage. I chose a white one because I knew it was going to be in here on a black floor. Hola. You've got a line as well? Oh, that's good. I love this one. They're such a nice company to work for. Really nice company. So with Fitness Pilates, just like we have done with the Fitness Pilates certification, you go through all of the exercises that we've created, that we've put together, and they all marry and map the original Fitness Pilates exercises from the original training. We then have a selection of exercises that you will do supine, prone, quadruped, side lying, and then stretches. And then we've got strength work, we've got mobility work, upper body, lower body, core, So we give you all those different exercises, and then the important thing with reformer is, how does it flow? Somebody that's never done a reformer class before, how do we get them on safely? How do we get them off safely? How do we teach them? And it really is, it's about the cueing, Jane, isn't it? It's all about the cueing. You're going to teach in quite a different way than when you teach a group exercise or a mat work Pilates class. Very different. You're going to be using different imagery, slightly different language, and it will definitely take some practice. The positives of reformer for you as a career group exercise or Pilates teacher is you aren't doing it. So if you're teaching a group reformer class, you're walking around, you're cueing, you're teaching, you're not going to be on the reformer. So your cues have got to be really sharp, succinct, and very concise, so that people can understand without having to always look at you. They can understand exactly what you mean, where they should be feeling it, what the correct tension can be, etc. So it's a very different style. Jane, the class I went on was a line, and I really like, yeah, me too. There's so many different models. If you are going to get one, though, you don't get one that folds up. It would be great to get one that folds up here, because I could have it in here, I could have it in the other studio, but you're just not insured. It needs to be a commercial product. So that's important. As a physio, it would be handy to have trained instructors to hand over. Yeah, definitely. So if anyone's in Norwich, are you Norwich? Kings Lynn. Kings Lynn, I've been to your studio many times. Kings Lynn, remind me. Remind me. Then Jane, who is like the highest qualified person on the planet in all things fitness, group exercise, wellness. Kings Lynn. Yeah. I mean, what are the benefits? If I was an instructor right now, I would 100% get a reformer. If I had the opportunity to do it at home, I'd do reformer at home. If I could get a studio, I'd go into a studio. It's just very different for you to teach. And if you're looking for something that you don't have to do, where you can really share your knowledge, and I think any of you that are Pilates teachers with a ton of experience in mat, you are going to be totally fine on the reformer. It's just practice. It's practice. You know, we've been practicing here, putting all the movements together. What flows? What exercise needs to come after that exercise? What should come after that one? What would a progressive program look like? So if you were teaching a 6-week program or an 8-week program, what are the type of exercises that you would use for total beginners? How would you progress those exercises? What if you've got people that have all got orthopedic conditions? How can you integrate? Where is your scope of practice? Where do we start and finish with the knowledge that we have? The spring session is just time and experience. It is absolutely, isn't it? You're so right. I think it will be for so many of you that are looking for the next thing within your business, and you're looking for longevity, and you're looking for something that is not so hard on your joints, and you want to teach and educate, then I think reformer is the way forward, and I really don't think it's going anywhere. Don't you, Jane? I just think this is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And we know that there's so many specialist populations who want to exercise but can't exercise for various reasons. Then the reformer is perfect. And I mean, I know you see all this fancy, I did one yesterday, quite a really hardcore movement. You put it on social media, but really in the real world, you are teaching very, very basic movements first of all. You know, everyone's a beginner. I think a line so foldable one and a commercial. I'm not sure, they might do now. But anything you would need to know insurance, as I've had to have a foldable one for home. Oh no. Well, just check then, Carrie. You need to check. And you need to speak with FitPro. We work with FitPro Insurance, and just speak with them and find out exactly where you stand with the model. That's the key thing, it's the model. And it's not something that has come from maybe another country or whatever, and it's not got all the right safety stamps and marks on. So just check it. Yeah. Yeah, fab. Have a check with FitPro for sure. Okay, let me know. So from here, when we teach tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to be on an angle, The thing, how we're going to teach tomorrow is Kelly will be doing some of the exercises and I'll be teaching and coaching on Zoom, and then we'll switch over. Everybody that's doing the course tomorrow that's joining us live, they'll be on Zoom. They've got their own reformer. Quite a few people that have booked on for the fitness Pilates haven't got a reformer yet, but they're going to join in, they're going to do the training. Obviously they won't be able to use a reformer, but the key is the practice. And I think this is where I think I like this method that we're teaching you, is you will go away and then practice, and then we're all in a Facebook group, so you'll then video yourself practicing, and you'll upload your videos and you'll practice to us online. So it's not just tomorrow's session, it's going to be ongoing, and we'll make sure that you're doing everything right, correct technique, etc., because we'll all be together in that Facebook, and we'll be able to do peer-to-peer learning as well. I mean, it's interesting how things have changed. I know for myself, you learn, probably like you, I learn when I start practicing myself, when I start putting the routines together, when I start teaching, that's when it all goes in. What have we got here? Oh, loads. Hello. Hello, Caroline. How are you? Hello, Arlene. Good morning. Oh, good morning. It's afternoon, evening. Hello. Jan's here. Hello. Emily, Sharon's here. Poe's doing it tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing you, Poe. But I think, it is an outlay. So what was this? The reformer itself was 18. I think this was 1,800. The long box was, I'm thinking about 200. And what else did I have? The jump board. I think the jump board and the long box was about another 320. It's a big investment. But then think what you can do with it. If you don't want to buy your own, there's lots of studios popping up around the country. Maybe you could approach a local studio and say that you're interested in getting trained. And there's such a shortage of instructors around the country, and there are studios popping up. So you don't have to invest in your own. If there's something local to you, or a studio local to you, then potentially you could train, and then you could join. 25, for what you need, you're right. Looking forward to, yes, we're lucky, Louise. It was good to see you last week as well. You know what it reminds me of? Again, Jane, you'll know this because she was around at the same time. And a lot of you that have been teaching for years, do you remember when STEP first came out? And I remember I got wooden boxes. I did everything before I invested in the steps. It was like it seemed to be such a massive investment. And then look, STEP just swept in, and it's never been away from the studio. I think you'll maybe find this with Reformer. At first you'll think, wow, I can't do that. That's a massive investment or whatever. But I think as the next year progresses, I think this will just be, I think leisure centres will have them. I think you're looking at David Lloyd are potentially going to put them in. You've got them in at all of the Virgin Actives, Everyone Active, the leisure centre group. They've got them in a certain amount. I think they're going to be rolling out. I paid for a whole pole and aerial studio. There you go. Yeah, we all bought poles. I had a pole made. And then it kind of becomes the norm, doesn't it? Or see, for physio, that's a good idea, a physio. So lots to think about. I mean, you might think, oh, Rachel, I'm not there yet. It's not what I want to do. But for those of you who are looking for a progression, then potentially it's something to have a little think about. But yeah, this is how we'll be teaching tomorrow anyway. So we'll be live here, me and Kelly. We'll be breaking down. We've created the methodology. And the thing is, if you know human movement, which most of you do, you've been teaching a long time, you understand functional training. You understand, you've got the basics on fitness Pilates, mat Pilates. You're teaching customers and clients all the time. You understand the concepts of warming up, cooling down. It's like fitness Pilates. It's learning the exercises, understanding the exercises, understanding how to sequence, understanding how to create the right exercises. And I think as well, people see these videos on Instagram and they think, everybody's legs here and out here, and it moves from one exercise to the next. And it really doesn't. You'll be doing a few exercises in one position. you'll stop, change your springs. All move to the next positions. Again, you'll stop, change your springs. You'll then do the next exercise. Again, stop. It's not this big, flowing, amazing circus routine. It's really not. If there is finance available, it may be worthwhile, and I would need folding reformers, though, as my studio is by other instructors. I think you need to check. Thanks, Jane. Appreciate it. Check in with Fit Pro Insurance. I'll give Fit Pro a ring as well overnight, so I've got more up-to-date information for you guys. But yeah, there you go. So I hope that inspired you. And if you have any questions, do let me know. We've got Fitness Pilates tomorrow, and then we do the level 3, the new YMCA level 3 studio reformer group and one-to-one. So just like we do with Fitness Pilates, we have Fitness Pilates for you guys that like that style, you like the fitness, you like all of the workshops and things that we do around Fitness Pilates. The same with Reformer. You can do Reformer Fitness Pilates, or some of you might want to go and do level 3 Reformer Pilates. You know, it just depends where you are, your capacity, your learning, what you want to do with the qualification, and then you can make the right decision for you going forward. So lots to think about. All right, Louise, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Thank you for testing the setup, and I'll see you again.